Oh, wow. Now that is crazy. Let's see exactly what's going on. Someone did mention medications coming in at even with tomatoes. This is not usual. I mean, I know we be low over here in my parts of New Jersey, but hey family, welcome back to another video. This is Shauna and I'm officially checking in over here at Moments with Us. You guys, today is already Saturday. I cannot believe yet another week have passed by, but we are here, we are well, we're doing okay personally. So check in, let us know where you are watching from and how you are doing. We're going to jump right into our Saturday's news, comments, and reports. There's some things to discuss. I took a trip to Dollar Tree, and oh my, this Dollar Tree was horrible still. So I'm going to share some pictures of that with you guys as well. So definitely stay tuned for that. If you're new, you like walkthroughs and reports and discussing price increases and shortages and preparedness overall, definitely subscribe to the channel and become part of the Moments with Us family. So let's go ahead and get today's video started. So we discuss certain things when it comes down to the banks from time to time. Recently, I know that Chase Bank, they just recently suffered from a data breach, and it affected personal information of 451,809 customers. So that's huge. So when it comes down to the banks, a lot of people are not trusting keeping their money in the banks nowadays, just because banks are shutting down accounts. And then you just don't have no access to your money. And it really sucks because some people accounts been closed and then they go to the bank and it looked like as if they never even had an account with them. So definitely I have a video coming out about how important it is to keep that paper copy of your excuse me, your statement that comes in the mail. So you go online and they ask you like, hey, would you like to basically save paper and go digital? Like, would you like just your statement to be digitally sent to your email, versus it being mailed to you? Get that thing mailed to you, okay? Because there's so much stuff going on with the banks nowadays. You're going to need that information. So yeah. So new filings with the Office of the Main Attorney, they do show that the banking giant recently found a software issue that's been active since August 26, 2021. So they've been having issues with their software issues, which is a problem. Well, with their software program, which is a problem because if you're having issues with your software program, which is a part of your security program, so if there's a cyber attack or anything, your software, their security program will not detect that, and information is easily accessed through anyone who wants to do any type of cyber attack. So I'm just saying, Chase, what's going on? A lot have been going on with Chase and Bank of America and Wells Fargo mainly. I mean, a whole lot. So a lot of people have been pulling up out of there. They have said that they seen a decrease in deposits, and more so people taking money out versus putting in. So, yep. Data breach with Chase. 451,809 customers' information is now out there. I'm on an iPhone like myself, so Apple, they are in the talks of putting out some AI features. So they have a deal going on right now, and they're trying to get some artificial intelligence features into their software as well. So that's definitely in the talks right now. Yeah, that's something major. Apple, they be on top of things, though, especially when it comes down to the digital world, right? Definitely Google, because we know that Google, they're definitely with the whole artificial intelligence. So it's Google and Apple. They're supposed to be coming out with some deal with some major feature when it comes down to our phones and electronic devices in general. They're supposed to be coming out with some feature, but they haven't made it clear yet of what that feature is. But they're trying to seal a deal and come out with some feature, and I can imagine how much this thing would cost. So the two companies apparently have yet to reach an agreement, but the discussions are still ongoing. And I want to know what it is that they're what it is that they're trying to do, because AI is definitely, it's taking over a lot of things. So when it comes down to the U.S. foods, we know in the U.S. we get a lot of overly processed foods. Man, it's quite ridiculous. And if you don't know, and if you don't wake up soon enough, yeah, that stuff really do some harm on your body. So a comprehensive 30-year study in the United States has shed light on the potential health risks associated with the consumption of ultra-processed foods. After giving us all of this garbage, everyone have been used as guinea pigs once before in the United States. If you're not growing your own and you're seeing exactly what it is that you're consuming, we've all been used as some type of guinea pig. And this is just the truth. I'm not saying it to scare anyone. It's just the truth. Because we're being studied as we buy the stuff that's on the shelves and we do consume it. They take note of what's being put into the doctor's charts, our health information. Well, look, they can see everything that we buy, honestly. Especially if you're using like your little debit cards and stuff like that. And they notice all this pattern. This family is now consuming, Quaker, whatever. And now it's reported on their health chart. Oh, well, they now have whatever the case may be, a low deficiency of whatever, or now cancer is in their family, or whatever the case may be. All of that stuff is being, is being tracked. So they're saying this extensive research recently published in a journal reveals a slight increase in the risk of premature death linked to the intake of these foods. That's what they're saying here. So why are ultra-processed foods? What are ultra-processed foods? So ultra-processed foods are typically high in energy, added sugar, saturated fats, and salt, y'all. So they often include packaged baked goods, snacks, fizzy drinks, sugary cereals, and ready-to-eat or heat products. So these are essentially items that's easier to stock up on, especially if we don't have, those resources to start our own gardens, grow our own food in general. So ultra-processed foods, which are typically of low nutritional quality and high energy density, y'all, so have been dominating the food supply of high-income countries, and their consumption is markedly increasing in the middle-income countries. That's what they're saying. So definitely, these are the foods that even used to be affordable, right? So now when it comes down to processed foods, even processed foods are not that affordable. Even buying the most healthiest food, of course, that's just out of the budget for a lot of families. So here's the impact of what they're saying after all of these years. Though some of us know that it ain't no good for us, but some of us, what we have to do is we buy this stuff because it's in the budget, and they know, we can't afford all the other stuff. So the researchers, they followed a long-term health of over 114,000 health professionals across the United States, y'all, who were free from cancer, cardiovascular diseases, or diabetes at the start of the study. So detailed health and lifestyle data were collected, and dietary information was assessed every 4 years using the Alternative Healthy Eating Index, y'all. So here's what happened. So they did a follow-up after 34 years, y'all. So that's the time from someone's born, the whole life. So 34 years. And the study documented 48,193 deaths, y'all. And I'm only explaining this article because, for one, something that I often say, ingredients in food is changing. It's changing. Though maybe this stuff wasn't good from us from the start. Just imagine a year from now. Just imagine 1 year from now. We got some coffee going. My allergies, they're just now starting to hit me. Isn't that something? 48,193 deaths. And then out of that, there's 13,557 people who actually got cancer. and 11,416 people with cardiovascular disease, among other diseases. I wonder what this report would be like, maybe if they would have waited and did it a year from now. The food that they're now putting on the shelves is far worse than what the food, was put on the shelves maybe 4 years ago or so. So we just got to be real careful. I know that we're all on a budget. I know that we all can't afford to basically go out and buy, healthy items, but there are little things that you can do. If it's as little as reading them labels, cooking more at home, pushing aside the processed stuff, though that's the stuff that stores, very well on the shelf. Pushing aside that stuff and making healthier choices in general. Trust me, you can avoid all of this cardiovascular, respiratory. Unless, you're born into this stuff. But these were essentially healthy people who had no issues. That's what they're saying. No issues at all. Yeah, but they did all of this. They went ahead, these people start eating the processed foods that they, put on the shelves and stuff like that. And then they wind up with all these diseases. This is common sense. We know this. We all know this already. But this is the study. This is what they're saying. So definitely a year from now, I think that this study, if they continue this, it will be far worse. Watch what we picking up in these stores. Bad enough, some of the stuff that be on the shelf, it's bad. It's bad. I don't mean just in ingredients. I mean like in date. It's bad. They're changing the dates on items. It's just so much going on when it comes down to our food, right? And the U.S. is like one of the top countries with like the worst food. It's crazy the type of stuff that they allow. But yeah, I'm starting to make more healthier choices. And of course, you guys are a part of the family. So come along. Let's go. Let's go ahead and see what's next. So essentially, when it do come down to stockpiling food and you don't want to have all that overly processed items, we do have Keon here. He's having his breakfast. And you don't want all that overly processed items in your stockpile, because when it comes down to it and you don't have the snacks and all of that stuff like that, of course, if you're reaching financial hardship or if anything, you're not going to be looking for the snacks, right? So the main things that you want to definitely look for is your meats, like your canned meats, your beans, your canned vegetables, your canned fruits, shelf-stable milk, grains like your rice, oatmeal, and don't forget your water in general, water. Don't forget your grains like your rice, your oatmeal, maybe for easy snack, something simple, crackers to go with your canned meat, granolas, things like that. And like I said, of course, your water. So it's just going to be like your grains, maybe your shelf-stable milk, canned fruits and vegetables, your canned meats, definitely some beans, and of course, like I said, your grains, rice. And think of your grains, your rice, your oatmeal, even like with your flour, even cornmeal can make a great porridge. You want to keep it simple. If you keep it simple, it's less to worry about, right? Don't overthink it when it comes down to stockpiling items. And some of these things can still become very affordable depending on where you live at, first of all, what state you live in. But canned meat in general is expensive. So think of other options if you're a fish eater. Sardines. Canned salmon can definitely stretch versus them small cans of chicken. Oh my God, they're so small and it costs so much. That canned salmon over, your rice and stuff. Definitely with some vegetables, definitely can stretch. So think of how you can stretch for less. So how can you stretch a meal for less? And you're digging in your emergency stockpile. So you don't have to have all the overly processed stuff. Definitely up to you. In general, I'm trying to be better prepared all around. And I think I've mentioned this. I don't know if I released the video already. I'm trying to be prepared better mentally, physically, spiritually, overall, financially, as a mom in general. Being preparedness is not just, with your food and everything. Being prepared is your overall, anything, that's around you. You want to be prepared, for your future in general. But of course, definitely stocking up to make sure you have everything you need just in case of a lockdown. You just never know, just in case you reach, financial hardship, just in case of an emergency, just in case you're sick, being prepared to make sure you have everything that you need in your house, extra this and extra that, so you don't have to go out, so you can avoid worrying about it if you do become ill. You just never know. So that's a reason to be prepared. But I want to be prepared overall. I want overall preparedness in general. We're gonna go ahead and I have some other articles, but they're separate videos. These articles right here that I'm going through are way too long, and I'm not gonna keep you guys up here for 40 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and I wanna go ahead and share these pictures with you guys of Dollar Tree, and then here's some comments that I do want to discuss. Dollar Tree. I've heard some people say that Dollar Tree, they actually opened up 3 new stores versus closing. So I'm glad to hear that. But yeah, about maybe 4 months ago, Dollar Tree did say they would be shutting down stores in poorer neighborhoods and opening up stores in higher income earner neighborhoods. Yeah. So when y'all checking in, y'all letting us know that Dollar Tree don't open up 3 new stores. Please let us know where you're checking in from, so we know, like, is this a more so higher income kind of area, or is this the low income area? Because that's what they did say. They did come out and say it, saying they're shutting down them stores in the poor neighborhoods. Okay. And these higher income earners, they're definitely getting more Dollar Trees with those plus sections and all. So let me show you guys exactly what this Dollar Tree looked like. So this Dollar Tree is in Newark, New Jersey. So items that's disappearing, as mentioned before, dental hygiene items, medications, vitamins, things like that are starting to phase out from this particular Dollar Tree. And it might be one of the Dollar Trees to close. I'll be shocked if it remain open with the shelves looking the way that it do look. They do have the whole download the new app. Being that prices are changing, you don't know the price of everything because there's not enough employees to change the price of everything, I suppose. So you have to download that app to scan items, or when you get to the register, you'll be in for a surprise that your total is more than what you expected because items are now more than $1.25. The toothpaste area, they did remove the toothpaste from out the aisle and pushed it up to where the cashiers are at because toothpaste is now considered, I believe, a high theft item in this particular Dollar Tree. But guys, items are phasing out of the $1.25 price range already for Dollar Tree. This Dollar Tree still looked a mess. They hardly had any items on the shelf. And of course, Dollar Trees already lack employees. So definitely, guys, while certain items are still $1.25, go ahead and get items that you feel as if it's still worth that $1.25. In New Jersey is a bring your own bag, and I definitely forgot mine. I've been having a major issue though, that I wanted to mention. You guys, when the big C first came out, a lot of people caught it, even over here on the channel. I know we had got it maybe twice. I think I've had it maybe twice. And one thing that I cannot get over, before it was that cough that lasted like 3 months, right? But one thing that never recovered from me, I just want to mention this before because maybe you guys experiencing it, having some tips. One thing that never recovered for me is hair loss. Ever since I've had it, my hair started shedding. My hair started shedding, and I'm like, what's going on? You guys know I had Maya 3 years ago at this point, and Keon, he just turned 1, and I'm thinking, well, maybe it's postpartum hair loss. Oh no, boo-boo, that's not it. So I've noticed this thing with hair loss ever since then. I mean, my hair will grow back. I get my little 2 braids in. And as I'm combing my hair, I'm like, why is my hair shedding so much? And this is ever since I had that old thing, okay? Why is my hair shedding so much? And I'm noticing, I'm like, I got a spot here, a spot here. Thankfully, my hair's grown back, but it keeps shedding. I'm taking care of my hair. I'm doing everything that I have to do. But if you guys have some tips or experiencing this, let us know in the comments down below because I'm not scared. I'm not embarrassed to speak on a lot of things. So that's mainly the one effect that I've had is the ongoing hair loss, off and on, off and on, off and on. So if any of you experience this, or what is something that you now experience that you know that you did not experience pre the big C, and it's something that you're dealing with, because this is stuff that some people don't even talk about. And I know it's linked to that because prior to that, I never had issues with my hair. My hair always flourished. I mean, my hair was okay. But now, oh yeah. But definitely that's a major issue. Something we definitely need to discuss. So I'm gonna go, actually, I hardly go see a doctor. I'm just gonna put that out there. I've seen my doctor, of course, when I was pregnant. Other than that, I suffer, even though I'm a larger size woman. I do not suffer from any health issues. I have no health issues besides, of course, a little iron deficiency here and there. I go get a infusion or transfusion or whatever. And I'll be all right. And I'll be all right for some years. But other than that, I have no major issues. So yeah, it's just quite ridiculous. So we're going to touch on some comments. One change that we're going to make over here at Moments with Us, we're going to take out the comments. It's still going to be the news, comments, and reports, just because we'll still have like 1 or 2 comments in these videos. But Wednesdays will be the day that we go specifically in depth into the comments, because that can take a whole video. So Dahlia Daniels did come through and share. If you go to Walmart, for some of you might not know, and some of us do know, but if you go to Walmart and you're looking for an item such as, like, let's say Dahlia mentioned baby powder or baby lotion. So if you go to cosmetics, I did this, but in my particular Walmart, in the cosmetics section, that's a separate section of the store, they did not have baby powder and baby lotion. So I tried it, but they didn't have it. They did have it on 2 separate sides of the store though. So if you're looking for like baby powder and baby lotion and stuff like that, let me help you out, boy. Here you are. So if you're looking for like baby powder and, you're welcome, baby powder and baby lotion, definitely check it out on, let's say, the beauty section on one side of the store, which usually have like the vitamins, the health and beauty, and thank you, the health and beauty. And then you go to the baby section. So it's typically cheaper to get it on either side of the store. So you're comparing prices. It can either be cheaper in health and beauty, or it could be cheaper in the baby section. So it could be the same items, but it's going to be cheaper on one side of the store. So definitely, me, I find it cheaper to buy the Equate brand, so which is in Walmart, the Equate brand. Definitely cheaper. And Parents' Choice brand, same item, definitely cheap as well. So definitely look around the store. If you're looking for one item and that thing like $4.97 on one side of the store, check out the baby section. It could possibly be $2.97. So that's an option. So Dahlia, thank you so much for sharing that with us in the comments. No, but you are so silly. So Miss Belle did come through. I want to say thank you to Miss Belle. I see that you've been coming through back to back and sharing with us in the comments. So Miss Belle, the way she feel about items being locked up in the store, people with sticky fingers, just stop stealing so our items would not have to be locked up. So yeah, a lot more items in like Walmart and definitely Target, believe it or not, in my part of northern New Jersey, is being locked up, and you do have to call and wait for an associate in order to get your product. So if you are an online shopper, you already know one way to avoid going in stores and having to wait for your items to be unlocked is shopping online and delivery services. And I think that's definitely what they're pushing for. Because I have to admit, even for a person like myself, when it comes down to items that I know for sure that is locked up, yes, I have Walmart Plus, so I use my Walmart Plus. So I do get items delivered, and the items that I typically get delivered are items that's locked up. So while I'm doing my little walkthroughs, I don't have to wait for an associate to come and unlock the shelf to get my item. So definitely, that was also recommended once before in the comments. Just get your items delivered if it's locked up. But for certain items, you really can't get delivered. You have to go in the store, check the expiration date, check out the freshness of that item or whatever the case may be. So that's not the case for everyone. But certain items, I don't mind getting delivered. Like when it comes down to like, let's say body wash and lotion and other stuff like that, I don't mind getting it delivered. So So Miss Belle did come through and said, don't forget to hit the like button, everybody. Thank you so much. And thanks for the update. No purpose about meat being contaminated. People who are packing the meat need to wash their hands after the use of the bathroom. They're too busy in the bathroom not using it, but looking at inappropriate material on their phone. Sound like you had a personal experience and actually witnessing this stuff, huh? Yeah, and instead of washing their hands before they leave out of the bathroom, they transfer all that nastiness back to the food. Ridiculous. Make everybody put their earbuds in their cell phones down. Make sure that they put it in a big bin when they walk into the workplace. And I bet you will have far less contaminated food and a lot more productivity from employees, because a lot of employees do walk around with their headphones and with their phones in their hands, and it does cause a distraction in the workforce. So definitely, have you ever been inside of a restroom, inside of a store or something? You see an employee just walk right out, and don't wash their hands or nothing. But yet they're on their phones. I mean, I definitely get what you're saying, but you definitely sound like you personally experienced this. You definitely seen it done. You've been around it, and you're like, see, no, I know what the problem is. Put the stuff down. But I definitely get it. So thank you so much for sharing that. So Libby L did come through and let us know that she did go ahead and check with her Dollar Tree and Family Dollar, and they both said to be determined over in Wyoming. So let's wait to find out. Libby L, did they decide to close or not? Because I know over here, they're not really letting us know. Like, they're not really letting us know. So we'll wait and we'll see. Just don't be surprised. One day is here and then one day is gone. Thank you so much for coming through and sharing. And when you come back for the update, we'll be sure to let the viewers know. So we're going to leave this video right here where it's at. I want to thank you all for coming along. This is a long video. So if you're here till the end, you're the real MVP. So thank you so much. If you're new and you did enjoy today's information and you were informed about something, all you have to do is subscribe and stay along for the next video. And if you've been here before, of course, thank you so much for coming back. Until next time, y'all, this is Shauna, and I'm officially checking out from Moments with Us. It is Mother's Day weekend, so happy Mother's Day to all you mothers. Happy Mother's Day. Hopefully you all enjoy. Yeah, so this is Shauna. I'm officially checking out from Moments with Us. Make sure you all stay prepped, stay blessed, stay safe, and most of all, remain beautiful queens and kings. Enjoy your Mother's Day. Peace.